Hey y'all, and good morning. Well, today is going to be a beautiful day. We have had the last couple of days of rain, and one night we actually even had a hailstorm. So I am so excited that my plants did well through it. There were some that got some little holes in them, but not too bad. So today I'm going to be working on a project that is long awaited, and I am going to be planting my fall gold raspberries and some figs. So I'll show you which ones I have, but I'm so excited. So I got these fall gold raspberries from Salty NC, and they are pretty local to me, but we did have do it through mail delivery, and I got them in December, and I grew them on in my house as like little cuttings, and they have grown so much. I ordered 3 plants, and so from those plants they've grown and grown, and I even gave my dad a couple of my plants, and so he's already got those planted in his new garden. So I can't wait to see how his do in South Georgia compared to mine here in North Carolina. Then I also have some figs. So I went to Phil's Figs in Wilmington earlier this year, and he helped me with my fig tree that I had, and he helped me to learn how to prune it. So I am going to share that video clip with you right here.
So you see here, you probably bought it like this, with this base, and then it decided, no, I want to be here. And you're like, fine, you do your thing, and that's the whole thing. I'm just going to take this out.
Okay.
We are going to stake this up, and we're going to wrap it. So let's get a stake real quick.
Okay.
And then we can use all these for cuttings. In fact, you're going to have a sucker right here.
Oh,
nice. That can be its own fig tree. I can see roots on it right now. I'm going to go get my handy dandy tool, my hoary hoary knife.
Okay.
And then we're going to propagate this. I'm out of potting soil, but we can wrap it.
We'll wrap it and take it home. Yeah.
Perfect. And then we're going to have cuttings here. So let's have some fun with this.
Yay, right. I'm so excited. Thank you for letting us come. That's so exciting.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, what I've learned after doing content creation is that like other content creators are like so encouraging of this stuff. I don't know if you've seen that, but I was like, our brains are very similar. So we're like,
well, like how many people just want to go and immerse themselves in figs on a Saturday? Me.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about it.
Yeah. And I'm so excited to talk with people that I don't lose after 5 minutes. Yeah. You know? So, are we ready?
Yes.
We're all ready. Is like when you do like locks for love and you're like, are you ready?
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. Just do it already.
I've been growing her for a year.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to go right here.
Okay.
Ready? Done.
That's it. Oh.
All that little spindly growth.
I know.
You could propagate from these. It's less than ideal. I like to think of like pencil width. But see here. Can we get up close here? Yeah. Okay. This can be its own little baby fig tree.
Oh, because it's a sucker.
It's a sucker. It has its own roots. If I tug here, you can see that root.
And you know, you hear most people, you think of sucker as being negative.
Yeah. You
know, and trees will say, oh, that one has suckers.
I know.
But this actually is a good thing.
A sucker is it's a fig baby. It's a baby fig. Genetically identical to the mother.
Okay.
And so this here, we could actually cut in half too. In here. And I forgot to grab my hoary hoary knife, but let me grab that one.
Okay. Neat. Interesting.
And then these are really tiny. I'm not saying you can't propagate them, but they need X amount of existing energy inside of them that they might not take. But why the heck not?
Yeah, always try. We're going to have enough figs for all of Onslow County.
Perfect. You're welcome, Onslow. So we can save those babies just for fun.
Okay.
Okay.
That will be fun.
Now, this is my like multi-tool. It's a Japanese hoary hoary knife my brother got me.
Wow.
But it's concave. So you can scoop with it. It's serrated on one side so you can cut with it. And then it's got measuring for when you garden and plant things.
I love that. I've never seen one of those before.
It's very balanced. It's not sharp on this side. Thank goodness.
Yeah, really?
And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to cut out this piece because all I care about is this. And also do this when it's dormant.
Right, okay.
And when I prune like a little bit up because that is going to decay.
Okay.
And then the bark is going to grow up and around and heal that from this direction. Now we're going to take out this little baby. Everyone brace for impact. It's just kind of traumatic when you're like, oh no. And I might not take out that many roots, but it'll grow off of those roots. Okay. So ready for the sucker to come out?
Oh, look.
Pre-made roots.
Yeah.
So you just stick that in some potting soil and it'll grow into its own baby tree.
That is awesome.
Now these are primary roots and then off of there are the secondary roots. And the secondary roots are the ones that are really going to be better at taking up nutrients.
Awesome.
So one sucker.
Yay.
This might be more connected than we think.
Okay.
So I might hold off.
Okay, just leave that on there.
I don't have soil to do it, but if you at some point in the winter you just want to go and just cut this in half. But I'm going to do this. You're going to. So what I did is I just cut underneath. And then I have a root right there. So you can plant that. I would stick it in the ground like that.
Like that, okay. Perfect. Look at that.
All right. So now, it's okay, this clover's here.
Look, I brought one fig and look how many figs I have. A little bit of nitrogen in there.
Yeah. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to encourage it to grow upwards here. And you're kind of on your way already. But rather than it falling this way, I want to plant this up here. It's going to go into the root ball, but it's dormant. I'm just measuring it up because I don't want this to... And then I don't use the parafilm. The parafilm is if you had a node you wanted to cover.
Okay.
But I do use this tape here. And you can use string or twine or whatever works best for you.
It's just like a softer tape so it doesn't...
Yeah. We don't need to reinvent the wheel for this. But as it grows, this will kind of stretch and break down. And so it's not constricting the plant too much. Where other things can. Right?
It already looks like it's getting a little growth right there.
Yeah. So you might have a node right there. If I wanted it to focus on pushing out branching underneath, I would cut the top off of this. But it will eventually do it on its own.
Okay.
And it seemed to have done that now here. So you may be able just to run with this. Not to say that it won't branch off of any of these nodes because this is all new growth from last year. So last year it was probably green and then it matured and lignified. And then it is maturing.
You think we might have some fruit this year?
I think so.
Oh, that would be so exciting. Do deer eat figs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We might need to keep this in the fence then.
Yeah,
because we have a lot of deer.
Everything eats figs.
Okay. Because they're so sweet.
Can't blame them, you know.
Oh, no, they're so sweet.
But sorry, Bambi. You gotta save some for me. I call it the nature tax.
Well, we're gonna have to move like probably about 15 hydrangeas this year and some roses because they're all in the front yard and the deer just keep them mowed down. So we're gonna move them to the back while they're sleeping.
There you go.
That is awesome. Thank you so much.
It's a little anticlimactic here, but it's just it's a guiding principle, right?
Yeah, it is, because I would have thought, just for me, when I think of something shooting up straight from a branch like that, if I'm looking at a normal plant, I would think, oh, we need to cut this off.
Yeah.
But then you're like, no, let's take off all these.
Right.
And that makes so much more sense.
Follow the flow of it. It'd rather be over here than over there.
Exactly.
And this will grow way more aggressively than, as it starts to spindle like this, it's kind of starting to terminate itself.
Awesome.
So you got that.
Beautiful.
You got some suckers. I'm really excited for this.
Yes.
People look, hey, everyone, it's a stick. But in reality, like, that's going to be it'll be a tree one day.
I'm excited. Very excited.
Sweet.
I have to go home and plant this. Thank you.
And then if you do fertilizer, you get some slow release stuff, even if it's like Osmocote. Just hit it with this because it's in a pot. Or you get nitrogen heavy stuff like that Alaska fish fertilizer. Smells the high heavens, but it works.
Awesome. You fertilize them just once a year?
I fertilize them every few weeks in the spring.
Okay.
And then I dial it back as they start to fruit. You can hit it with more. They like phosphorus and potassium when they start to fruit more. So the P and the K on the NPK. Okay. The phosphorus encourages flowering and fruiting. Okay. But yeah.
Awesome.
You're good to go. I'm excited for you.
Me too.
Is it weird that every fig tree I see, I'm like, heck yeah. I blame my dad when he would pull over on the side of the road everywhere and be like, that's a fig tree. I'm like, okay. Now I'm like, I get it.
So this is what the fig looks like now. This is the one that Phil helped me prune, and it has grown a lot since then. So it is looking super good. It looks like it didn't get damaged by the hailstorm, so that's really, really good. So these are the figs that I propagated from my dad's fig tree in Butler, Georgia. And I asked my mom if she could take a little video clip of his tree. So let me show that to you right now.
I just wanted to show y'all the original fig tree that we have here on one of the original ones on our farm. I got 10 little pieces of it in probably December, and she propagated it, and she had 4 of them to take, and she brought us one of them, and I won't show you what it looks like now, but these are the figs that are here on this tree. I'm not sure how many more weeks it'll take for them to get right, but it looks like it's got a pretty good amount on here, unless the birds find them, or the wasps like them too. They'll mess them up. But anyway, I wanted to show you the old trees. We've been living here 20 years, so this tree's been here on our property 20 years. It came from a fig tree that my mother had on her property, and she had gotten it a long time. So this fig tree stock, this is a brown fig. I don't know how many years it would go back, long time. So anyway, still doing good. She brought this down in March. It was just real small, and I kept it in the house in a pot, and we planted it about a week ago, and it's doing really well. So you know, won't have anything on it this year, but probably in a couple of years it'll be bearing figs. So this will be helping the old tree to have new life.
Thanks, Mom and Daddy, for giving me these clippings. I'm so excited that they did well, and I can't wait to get them planted. Now, the other one we're going to be planted is a Cavalier. This one actually came from Phil's Figs. He was doing a drawing when he reached 2,000 subscribers on Instagram, and I won. He was surprised, and I was surprised too, because he did one of those random generator things. So I'm so excited to have this fig from Phil's Figs. And then we have this other fig tree here. This is one that I picked up at Lowe's, and this one is called an Olympian fig. So we are going to get all of these beautiful fig trees planted today. I'm super excited about it. Over here we have the fall gold raspberry, which I should have already had this put in a pot a while ago. As you can see, it has grown quite a bit here. It loves its life. So we got this one in December through mail order, like I was talking about, and I grew it on underneath my grow lights in my living room, And then I brought it out here to start letting it harden on underneath my porch, and then I moved it out here. So it does have a little burn because when I brought it out, it did get, we had one night that got down to 38, so it got a little bit cold, but you can see the fresh leaves look really, really good. So it's doing good, and it's ready to go to its new home. So this is going to be the home of our fall gold raspberry here, and I'm going to spread it out around this big barrel here. We have it full of good composted potting soil, so I think it should have a very good life here. Gets a lot of good sun, especially since we've gotten some of these trees cut down. All right guys, so let's get this planted. So I'm going to start with the fall gold raspberry first. Look how big. So this does have little thorns on it, but they're not really hard yet. So this is one plant here. It almost looks like there's 3 plants in here in this one. But they're so close together. Let me show you guys. Look how close. So I think there's like three here. 1, 2, 3. But man, are they close together. So I don't know if I want to separate them because they're so close. So I think we'll be good. We'll just have this plant here, and then we'll have this one, and then we'll just kind of let it grow. Put my fox gloves back on. I'm going to start with some Biotone starter fertilizer. I think this will almost reach the top of here. Almost. Wow, look how big. What I may do is actually move this over a little bit. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe this one can have, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe this one can have the support of this fence. And this one can have the support of this fence. Okay. Plant this one over here. So you know guys, I actually have a little extra room here. I have some extra strawberry plants. I think I'm gonna pop those in here as well. So let me go grab those strawberry plants. All right, y'all, these are the strawberries that I had left over when I pulled up the ones out of the little garden bed. So I'm going to put these in here since this year we have more room. Old Renner. This will be kind of cute. So we had a little strawberry bed where our new cottage garden is at. So I pulled up all those strawberries, kind of wintered them over in a pot, and I used a lot of them in my Vego planter, but now I had all these left over. So it's kind of nice to get them in the ground. This is a nice one. Oop, even has little blooms on it. Oh, this one looks like aphids on it. We are going to toss that one out. We don't want to use that. Oh, this one doesn't have much roots. We'll see. It may not take. This is just kind of a woody clump. It's a little one. This one here. Okay, so we're going to toss that one, and there we go. Okay, y'all, so this is what it looks like. So I'm going to get some little plant ties, and I'm going to try to stake this up on the fence, because this one is really, really long. And then we planted our strawberries down below. Look how cute. Even if they don't have very many strawberries, they're still a nice little filler. So that looks super cute. So now let's get started with our figs. So the nice thing about planting in these pots is it makes it super quick to do. So we're just going to add a little Biotone, starter fertilizer, mix that in. This is fresh compost potting soil. And we're going to start off with the Cavalier. And this is the one from Phil's Figs. How beautiful. Okay, so let's dig a hole here, because this is a pretty hefty root ball. Okay, so the Cavalier is planted. Now we're going to work with the Olympian fig. This is the one that I bought at Lowe's. Good, nice root ball there. Dirt out. Nice thing about working in the dirt or in the grass, you don't care if you get a little dirt on the ground. Okay, so these are our little seedlings. Maybe I can do those in black pots. Actually, maybe we'll add a little dirt from this one. So this is the one from my dad's tree. Oh, and look at the roots. It's doing so good. All right, I hope you like your little home here in North Carolina, little fig. Might put one of these little stakes there from Phil's Figs to kind of give it a little extra support since it's a new seedling. There we go. Perfect. Add some dirt here. Ooh, that was really wet. Oop, I forgot to add the Biotone. Mix this in. Yeah, okay. Here's our other propagation. Let's see how this one looks. It looks good. Can y'all believe that, guys? We grew that from a little stick. A little tiny stick. Propagation is so neat. So now I can have the same fig that my dad has on his farm. So let's take a look. So this is the brown turkey fig from my parents' farm in Butler, Georgia. We have the two that we propagated there. This is the Cavalier from Phil's Figs in Wilmington. This is our little Olympian fig that we bought at Lowe's. And this is my big fig. I think it's a turkey that I bought last year that Phil's Figs helped me to cut up and make it look really pretty and nice. And then we have our blueberry plants. Oh my goodness, guys. We have some blueberries. We probably need to go ahead and pick those before the birds do. Look at that. I have to take those inside and wash them. Little blueberries. And then we have our fall gold raspberries. Put some strawberries in there with them. Looks super good. We'll get some stakes for those. And this is our other blueberry plant. Look how big. They're getting so big. And then we have our little rose here. Got some pretty little flowers coming up on it. Very pretty. Thank you so much for gardening with me today. I hope you enjoyed this little video of us planting our figs and our fall gold raspberry. I can't wait to show you on our monthly garden tours how they grow and develop this year, and hopefully we'll get a little bit of fruit. But if we don't, that's okay too. So I hope you have a chance to get in your garden today. Bye, friends. So I wanted to give you guys a PS. So I was out here throwing away my little clippings, and look what I found. This is one of our impatiens from last year. So I usually throw all my old like clippings and trash and stuff in here and just kind of let it build up. We put like the bunny shavings but anyway, yeah, I was so excited. A little impatient. Just growing here inside of our woods. So hope y'all have a great day. Bye, friends.